One step beyond you. Only one step. Only one step. One step beyond you. Only one step. Only one step.
Good morning. This is your girl, Lynn, and welcome back to One Step Beyond You, home of motivation and inspiration. You guys know that each week I bring you different topics that will motivate and inspire you to the next level of your life, right? You like, if I'm at this level, what's the next level? I'm excited about what's the next level about what God has for me. Today, we're going to talk about 5 reasons to heal. You guys know that I've been on a journey. I've been on different radio shows this week, different podcasts. I have several speaking engagements, books, and we've been talking about my book, The 7 Techniques of Healing, and the 7 Techniques of Healing Masterclass. And so one of the things I want to share with you all today is 5 reasons why you want to heal. But before we get started, make sure you share this video. Please share this video with your family, your friends, everyone that's in your timeline, because everyone needs to heal. Everyone needs to be in a good place. And because you know I'm Erica Lynn and I'm pretty god doggone silly, I love to do it in a loving, compassionate and way that everyone can heal and embrace these 5 reasons. Next, I want you, if you're watching this video and you're not on Facebook and you're on another one of my social sites like YouTube, make sure you've subscribed to my channel. Please click the subscribe button right now. Don't go any further without subscribing to the channel. And you also can follow me on Instagram, One Step Beyond You on Instagram, as well as you guys can go to the website, because there's people who do not have social media, but they can go to my website and click on the social media buttons on the website, or where it says watch this podcast live. So that's onestepbeyondyou.com, the number 1 step, STEPBEYOND, the letter U.com. Or just give us a call at 888-443-1112. That was a great introduction, right? Anyway, why is healing so important? A large part of healing is the journey centers on an emotional and mental healing. So a large part of healing is centered around mental healing and emotional healing. But it is vital that we survivors take care of our emotional well-being. It's very important that we are whole. Healing allows us to reclaim our power. It gives us the opportunity to fit the pieces of our life back together in such a way so that we are stronger than ever before. I mean, just like King Kong. You want to be stronger, because when you are at your weakest points, I call them your breaking points, you are not strong. There's some things that you can't handle. And if someone yells at you the wrong way, if someone says something to you, you just might literally snap. Just think about all those people who have went into the school systems and mutilated people, and the people who just went into the post office. Like, they was really at their breaking point. And I'm sure at some point along the line, they have dropped signs to friends or family that, look, I'm losing it. And the job was pressuring them. Things wasn't going right like they wanted them to. But there was something going on in their life that caused them to be broken, that they needed to heal from. And so our emotional and mental healing is very important. So when I was looking at the difference between healing and the difference between actually cured. So doctors, they use the term cured, and psychiatrists and counselors and therapists and people who kind of tinker with your brain a little bit, they use the word healing. But the difference between cured and healing is healing and cured are inherently different. Curing means eliminating all evidence of a disease, while healing means becoming whole. Loving yourself again. Loving others, just loving life, just things that help, that you enjoy doing, even if it's something that's eating an apple. Like, you'll be surprised how eating an apple can make you happy, right? Because there could have been someone who have been on a weight loss journey, up and down, their weight just do not want to act right. I know a lot of you all can relate, because I totally can relate. My weight just does its own thing at times. And when I'm on a great journey, a great path to losing weight, then I'm eating the right things. I'm putting the right things into my body. I'm beginning to feel whole. And eating something as simple as an apple really makes me feel better, because I'm not stuffing junk food in my mouth, right? I'm eating the things that makes me happy, which is an apple. So again, curing is something that is a medical term, and healing is a mental term. So curing, it helps really fix the medical illnesses and disease and functions that goes in your body. But healing helps fix you emotionally from a healing standpoint. So today's show, we were talking about 5 reasons why you want to heal. So the number 1 reason is yourself. You are the number 1 reason why you want to heal. Everybody give me a thumbs up about yourself, because you want to take care of yourself. You are so important. You are like the God's greatest gift on this earth, you. And if you don't take care of you, you cannot expect someone else to take care of you. Just like they say, if you don't love you, how can you expect someone else to love you if you don't love yourself, right? So that all is a form of healing, because when you are healed and you are in a good place and you're loving on yourself, and then that man or woman comes into your life to show love, share their love with you, then you can embrace it and wholeheartedly love them back, because you are already in love with yourself. And there's nothing that they can say and do to you that you don't already do to yourself. What they have to give to you is just an added bonus, right? So you are a key piece of the puzzle in making everything fit. So you're like this big puzzle piece, and at some points you come in all different parts, right? And with all these different components in your life. But as the pieces of the puzzle get put together, the puzzle is not a completed puzzle without you in the puzzle. Without you are the biggest piece that fit that puzzle. So you want to make sure that you fit right into the puzzle, so that you have a whole puzzle. So you have a whole healed puzzle. Have you ever heard someone saying, it all comes from the head, right? So in your family, it all comes from the head, like who you are, and the values and the things that's important. It comes from you, and you pass them on down to your children and your family. So the head has to be solid. The head has to be healed. The head has to be whole in order to pass down those traits to your lineage. And so let's work on being whole. Let's work on being healed. Let's work on fixing the things that's, emotional, the emotional things that's within you. Let's work on having great days. When you wake up in the morning and you just feel like you got off the wrong side of the bed, the first thing that comes out your mouth should not be negative words. Because when you speak negativity out your mouth, then that kind of plants your day. That determines how your day is going to be. So don't say negative things, say positive things. Like, say your back is hurting and you wake up in the morning. You say, well, I'm overcoming a back challenge. I'm walking into my healing today. Some great things is going to happen to me today. Even if you didn't sleep well that night. Well, I'm going to have a great day, a better day. When you begin to speak positive things out your life, out your mouth, then positive things begin to come to you, and it shifts. It shifts. Let me say it again. It shifts your day. It really does. But when you wake up and you say something negative out your mouth, then that sets the tone for your day. So by the time you get to the office or wherever you're going to go, you've already have gotten yourself set in that mindset that you're going to have a bad day. And anybody who comes in contact with you, they're going to suffer because of the mood and the tone that you have set for your day. The next number 2 reason why it's important to heal is your family. Your family is a very important reason for you to heal, because you need to lead them. You need them to lead them from a great place. You need to lead them from a whole place. You need to lead them from a happy place. And in order to direct them, you have to have gone through your experiences. And we all go through experiences. You've gone through your experiences. You've been broken, you've been healed, you've been put back together. Like, you've just experienced all type of things. And when you've gotten back to your happy place, your whole place, you're able to lead your family, because you can tell your family, like, hey, I've been through this. You guys don't want to go down the road that I've gone down. Good morning, Troy. And good morning, Latasha. God bless you guys this morning. Thank you for joining us in on 5 reasons you want to heal. And so when I say family, your family, the reason your family is a reason because, again, you set the tone. So everybody that is close to me or connected to me or work with me in some form or fashion, you know that my family works with me. My son is my producer. My daughter is my executive assistant. She holds a lot of other roles in the company. I have a niece she's part of my social media team. She helps with makeup. And then there's my sister. She works the conferences. My mom, she's a big support. Like, my family, they help support One Step Beyond You and the brand Erica Lynn, because it had to start with me. Even on days where everything is going wrong. I mean, I'm telling you, I've had those days where nothing is going right. A contract fell through. The money didn't come through. I didn't know how I was going to pay my staff. I didn't know days on how I was going to eat. It is not easy being an entrepreneur. It is not easy stepping into your calling. But every day, every single day, I get up, I thank God. I thank God for putting me in this position. I thank God for blessing me with the voice to be to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. I thank God for my family. I thank God for allowing me to walk in this position, being healed and feeling whole and being happy while doing so, even when everything around me is going wrong. Can anybody relate to everything in your life going wrong at one time? But all you have to stand on is what God has told you He wants you to do, and you walking in God's purpose. That is the one thing that I have to stand on, that I am here for a purpose. I am here for a reason to help others go through their healing process. And that brings me joy. That brings smiles on my face. You guys have no idea what goes on behind the scenes sometimes. But every day I wake up, after praying, I exercise. Sometimes my producer, whom is my son, he works out with me in the living room. One day he had me outside running up and down the blocks. The first warm day we had in Michigan, he had me running up and down the block, touching the street light, skipping, hopping, everything. I feel so much better. But he's able to pour into me because I'm able to pour into him. And when someone pours into you and you're able to reciprocate with happiness, with love, with great breath, with emotional wholeness, with emotional healness, people don't mind pouring into you because They seen where you have come from. They seen where you are now. They know where God is taking you. But if a person is pouring into you and you're not reciprocating, or you're not coming from a whole place, sometimes it's challenging for them to be a blessing to you. You guys would be surprised how my family really helps me, and they're an intricate part of One Step Beyond You. So they love me, I love them, and we just love each other. We love on each other. Also, because we won't be live on Sunday, I just want to give my producer, my son, Jalen, a shout out. Happy birthday. His birthday is actually Sunday. Jalen will be 19 years old this Sunday. So I no longer have any babies, you guys. My youngest is turning 19 on Sunday. I'm turning 25. That's fantastic. So make sure that you guys give Jalen a shout out and wish him a happy birthday with me. And because I love him to pieces, because without him, I wouldn't be able to do things that I'm doing to the magnitude that I'm doing them, because he travels with me. You know, he gets on the road. Not only is he the producer, but he'll get behind that wheel. He'll drive us down the highway. Mama, you got to speak at an event. Let's go. But one day, God is really, truly going to bless us with a full-time driver, and we can jump in and out on the planes and go everywhere after the coronavirus is over. Right? Oh, and you know, I just want to pray for all those who have been experiencing or touched or have been harmed in any way by the coronavirus. I ask that God heals you and remove that virus out your body so that you can be healed, so that you can be whole, and you can go forward and you can do what it is that God has asked you to do, and just remove all signs so that you're not passing the virus around to members of your family and people that you are connected to. In the name of Jesus, that virus will remove itself and delete itself from the atmosphere. Amen. I had to bring y'all some church this morning. Number 3 is you want the people that's connected to you is another reason why you want to heal. People that's assigned to your life, your best friends, family, your staff, just all the people who God has brought in contact with you. You want to be healed and whole because there's a reason why God brought them into your life. There's lessons that you have to teach them. There's things that you have to do together. There's experiences that you all have to go through. And when you're healed and whole, you're able to teach them from a certain space in your life to say, hey, I went through this. This is where I am now, and I want to be able to guide you and direct you and show you how to get there, because it's not easy. It is definitely not easy. Number 4 is your career. So why did I put career in there? I put career in there because when you're in a broken place and you go to work, sometimes you're like a Debbie Downer. Have you guys ever went to work and you see this one coworker? She's always negative and mean and down and sad. It's like a Debbie Downer to the office. It totally throws the atmosphere off in the office. Trust me, I know it. I experience it quite often. But what I realize is that those people do go through things in their life, and they are going through things in their life. Some people just don't want to let you in. And because you're in that workspace, they like, oh, I can't tell this to my coworkers, or I can't share this. And I'm not asking the coworkers to share their personal lives with me. But if we all have to work together, then you want to come to work in a place of camaraderie, so to speak. You don't want to bring down the tone of the office, because when you bring down the tone of the office, it just makes the air feel stuffy. It makes you hate going to work. It makes you hate seeing your coworker, or just dread. I don't want to say hate. It just makes you dread going to work. And when you dread going to work and you're like, oh, here it go again. What it does is it messes with your productivity level. So when you're in a good space, when you're happy and you're whole and you're going to work like, I'm going to work today. I'm going to enjoy my few dollars that they pay me, because at the end of the day, I can buy a loaf of bread, I can pay a bill, whatever. Thank God for it, because something is better than nothing. And I thank God for the position that he has placed me in. I thank God for what he is providing for me in this time, because I know in due season it will get greater later. But when you come to work and you're in a happy space and a healed space, then your productivity level increases. Your work just gets better and better. Your coworkers, they don't know what's going on with you. They just like, wow, whatever it is, I like it. And then I do have to say, when you become happier and you become in a better space, please be aware of the haters. Because no matter who you are or where you are, there's always going to be haters. I don't care. In the spiritual world, non-spiritual, there's always going to be haters. But don't allow the haters to affect you and change you. Still love on yourself. Still be who you are. Still pour into those who are receptive of your pouring to, and pray over those who releases negativity in the world, right? And because I know, and you guys all know my story, how I talk about my pain, abuse, father leaving at a young age, how I was stripping, how I just abused myself, how I was in a 10-year verbal abusive marriage. And now to be at this point, at the age of, I did tell y'all I'll be 25, but let me tell you, I'm actually 43. I'll be 44 this May 10th. And to have gone through over 20-something years of brokenness, of hurt and pain and sorrows and crying, depression, locking myself in the room, barely going to work. When I go to work, didn't do the best job that I can do, didn't provide the best content that I could provide, didn't provide the productivity level that I know that I could do. When all of that changed, baby, Erica is on fire. Do you hear me? I'm on fire, because not only am I going to my job, giving them the best parts of me, I come home, I give one step beyond you, the double best parts of me. I pour into my staff as much as I can. I love on them. I'm getting better and better and better and better, not just for me, but for you all, for my staff, for my team, for everyone, my clients, for everyone who's connected to me, because I learned that there is purpose in me. And in order to deliver the purpose that God placed in me, I had to get better, right? I had to get better. Because through every test, there's a testimony, right? So your career is important. Last, number 5. It is important to heal because you want to be a blessing. You want to be a blessing to all the people who you come in contact with. You want to bless people with your words. You want to bless people with your smile. Have someone ever just come into the room and you go, hey, you're beautiful. You're nice. Great shirt. Oh, you smell good. You're blessing them with kind words. But if you're not in a healed or happy place, you're going to be like, look at her shoes. Look at her shirt. And you know she's beautiful, or you know he's nice looking, but you coming from a hateration standpoint. Even if you not even at your best to be able to compliment someone, to tell them how nice they look, how beautiful their hair is, how wonderful their nails is, that suit he has on, those pair of shoes, how he looks, that means that you're coming from a place of healed, a place of wholeness, and you're able to bless that person because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they went through. And just because they look the way they look, you don't know what's going on in the inside. So sometimes a kind word is something that you can use to be a blessing to others. You want to help others heal. You want to help them heal. When you see people, I see people sometimes, they're so mean and negative and whatever. Again, you don't even know why they're mean and negative. Sometimes those people, it's a defense mechanism, a defense mechanism. And you just keep working on that person a little bit each day, a little every time you see them, to begin pouring, allowing them to pour down their walls, because there's something inside of you that you can give to them to help bless them. You can bless them. When people see you go through something and how you came out of it, that's a blessing. God wants you to use your experiences to help someone else. Have you ever saw someone hit rock bottom? They went through depression. They lost everything, fell apart, job, car, house, family, kid. I mean, they lost everything. Then all of a sudden you start to see them putting things back together in their life. You start seeing them happy again. You start seeing changes come. You start seeing the financial breakthroughs. And you like, wow, how is that? But have you ever asked yourself, what did they do? How did they do that? And in order to be a blessing to someone, then you share with them what you went through, the challenges that you had to face, the things that you had to overcome. So this way, a person is not looking at you up here, down here, and back up here again, and they don't understand how you got there. And I say that because millennials, they see successful people. They see Instagram stars. We talk about this all the time. How people, they see you on Instagram, you're successful, you might have been down in the dumps. They don't even get to see that part. They get to see the successful part. But when you share with the next generation the trials and tribulations that you actually had to go through to get to this point, that blesses them. So this means that when the first rough patch that they get, they don't quit and run away. The first relationship that they get in, and you and your spouse get into an argument, they don't say, I want a divorce, I'm leaving. Because no one has actually ever shared with them that it's not always going to be a straight line. Sometimes you got to go up some hills and valleys to get to the end of the line, to into the crossroad or into what God wants you to be. And so when you share these experiences with the next generation, with your children, with people that you come in contact with, it is such a blessing. Trust me, it has totally blessed me, because I've always dreamt that I would be on stage introducing my children, because I have wonderful artistic children that perform, sing, dance, rap, model, all of that. So I saw this dream all of my life, that I was on stage introducing my children. I never knew that I would be the one on stage speaking alongside with my children. But it was the blessing out of it was when I began to walk into this path and walk into this journey, and others who have set the path before me reach back and say, sister girl, it's not easy. Sister girl, it's going to be a journey you're going to walk. Sister girl, it's going to be days that money come into your company and there's none left for you, that you have to make sure you pay your staff. Sister girl, it's going to be days when you try to figure out how your next meal is going to come. But if you stay on that path and you stay on that purpose and you keep God's vision in front of you, there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel. But if your motives are unclean motives, then you're going to have to keep going through that journey until your motives become clean, clear, and whole. So when I speak about wholeness, I don't just speak about wholeness from one aspect. I speak about wholeness all around. You know the saying, what you do in the dark, it comes to light. So the true impurities in your heart, they also will come to light. And what I want to leave you guys is, God gives us the gifts and the talents, and so that we can move with grace and mercy of God, and that we can move with God's vision and purpose in front of us. And the reasons why we want to heal is so that we can go out and be a blessing. It's to help others. We want to heal for ourselves. We want to heal for our families. We want to heal for the people that's connected to us. We want to heal for our careers. We want to heal to be a blessing to others. And if you share in the process with others, and if you share the love and kindness and the gentleness that's within you, like share God's love, you love with God's love, then He is going to work everything out. He is going to help you heal, and He is going to help you become whole and move into a place of greatness. And, I've said this before. How the saying goes, hurt people hurt other people. but healed people help heal a whole lot of other people. And you're in this battle, you guys. If you guys are in this battle of needing to be healed, please reach out to us. And you want to go through our masterclass, the 7 Techniques of Healing Masterclass, where we focus on wholeness, healing, helping you rebuild and move to the next level. Reach out to us at 888-443-1112, or you can reach us on the website at www.onestepbeyondyou.com. Again, we're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at One Step Beyond You. That's the number 1 step, STEP BEYOND, the letter U. So I hope you guys attend the masterclass, because the masterclass is going to be a phenomenal place where you're going to come and you're going to help work through your issues, and we're going to walk you through step by step, working through your issues with the tools and techniques that you can use. Take them with you, and whenever you start going through things, then you will have the grounds to take with you. We'll have the tools and the techniques to take with you. I thank you guys for joining in to One Step Beyond You. Once again, I thank you all for getting out of your bed every Friday morning at 7 a.m. to be blessed and healed by what God has placed inside of me, so that I can share it with you. So I'll see you guys at the masterclass. Make sure you reserve your spot today. It's limited seating. Go to the website. It's on the home page of the website. Click the 7 Techniques of Healing link. Reserve your spot today. I'll see you guys at the masterclass. And just remember, it only takes just one step beyond you. God bless you. I'll see you guys soon.
Only one step, only one step, one step beyond you.